time has come to once again answer life's most savory question. Whose cuisine reigns supreme? This is Iron Chef America.
3, 2, 1, time's up.
A delectable Japanese tradition has taken root in American soil. We have been graced with the establishment of our very own kitchen stadium, where our nimble chairman has brought together the pungent flavors of East and West. It is here where the best of the best from around the world meet and face the ultimate gourmet challenge. You know, for years now, I've been looking for a motto for Kitchen Stadium, something that sums up our beliefs here. And believe it or not, I think I found it in the writings of Mark Twain, who said, part of the secret of success in life is to eat what you like and let the food fight it out inside. Gosh darn it, that's exactly what we do here. We throw in all the groceries we want, a few chefs, and let them fight it out inside. Speaking of fighting, let's get to it, shall we? So please allow me to introduce a veritable pantheon of culinary giants. Your very own Iron Chefs, America. Iron Chef Bobby Flay. Iron Chef Masaharu Morimoto. Iron Chef Mario Batali. And Iron Chef Kat Cora. In mere moments, one Iron Chef will be pitted against our challenger, who thirsts to discover our secret ingredient and enter the heat of battle here in Kitchen Stadium. Today's challenger grew up on the coast of New Hampshire, but went west to apply her culinary skills. She received valuable training in French technique at 2 San Francisco restaurants, Canton Place and Giardiniera, and became an expert on the aging and maintenance of specialty cheeses. She has since returned to the East Coast and now heads the kitchen at Harvest in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where she serves up contemporary American cuisine. The chairman welcomes Chef Mary Dumont.
Chef Dumont, welcome.
Thank you.
You come to us from the rugged coast of New England, but are you ready for the raging storms of Kitchen Stadium?
Absolutely.
Very good. Which Iron Chef will you call to battle?
Because she's the first female Iron Chef, I choose Iron Chef Kat Cora.
Excellent choice. Now, the battle begins!
Well, ladies, start your engines. This is only the second time in Kitchen Stadium that 2 female chefs have gone head-to-head. I wonder how Chef Dumont's contemporary French-American cuisine will hold up against Iron Chef Kat Cora's fare.
But there is one more ingredient to this battle. Our secret ingredient. The theme on which our chefs will offer their succulent variations. Today's secret ingredients are... milk and cream!
Wow, those are cool bottles. Yeah, they are really cool bottles.
So now, America, with an open heart and empty stomach, I say unto you in the words of my uncle,
Battle Milk is on here in Kitchen Stadium. You know, looking up at the altar, we do have a very, very heavy cream, probably somewhere between 36 and 40% in fat, all the way down to probably some skim milk, which is 0%. Of course, a lot of folks figure that whole milk has a whole lot of fat in it. It doesn't.
Hey, here's whole milk right here.
Whole milk's only about 3.5% fat. While we're talking cow's milk here today, other parts of the world commonly use camel milk, goat milk, llama, reindeer, sheep, and water buffalo milk. Over on the challenger side, we can see the challenger's already breaking down some fennel bulb, getting her aromatics going. All right, Chef Kat Cora dosing out some hot water into a pan that was apparently certainly hot enough for that.
Yeehaw!
Getting some broth set up. Over on the challenger side, things very quiet. The challenger has butter out, and it's headed into that pot that also has the chopped fennel in it. So we haven't seen her work with milk just yet. Looks like she's just trying to get her flavor bases going first. Our Chef Kat Cora cutting the rind off a Meyer lemon. Those are sweet and slightly less acidic than a regular lemon. Looks like some whole milk being dosed down by Chef Dumont over on her side. She's getting that into a large sauteuse. Perhaps she's going to do some poaching. See, she's breaking that with a little bit of that broth. Citrus also being broken down by her sous chef, Daniel. It's her brother, also. It's always good to bring family to Kitchen Stadium. And we've already got what looks to be some smoked slab bacon on the back pantry position of Chef Dumont's side. That's her sous chef, Ben, breaking that down. Chef Dumont's got some salsify out on her board now. It's an ingredient that we see occasionally here in Kitchen Stadium. Kind of looks like a mangled up parsnip, often referred to as oyster plant. Let's go down to Kevin Brosh and see what he's seeing from his mobile viewpoint. Hi, Kevin. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Yeah, just up to speed on the proteins. Katkora has pork tenderloin, lobsters, and some country ham. The Challenger has some slab bacon and mussels. That's about it for the protein.
Thanks, Kevin. We can see the Iron Chef's stuffing that Marza did to the pork tenderloin. We've got some interesting looking squash over on Katkora's side. Of course, this is a kabocha squash. It's got a flavor kind of like butternut squash. That's our sous chef Robert breaking that down. That's going into that pot of whole milk. Whether they're going to be using 1%, 2% skim milk, but those are of limited use, culinarily speaking, not as much flavor. You know, they're good on cereal. What can you say? Some Pernod going into that pot of mussels over on the Challenger side. Of course, the Pernod is an anise flavoring to it.
You got enough milk, Martha?
Yeah, I think I'm all right.
All right.
On the Iron Chef side, we can see that Martha is already working that pantry station. There's some flour, some salt, some either shortening or lard, I can't tell which, going into that food processor. So she could be making a pie crust, she could be making biscuits, for all I know.
That's lard, Elton.
And it is lard. God bless them, they're using lard. And over on the Challenger side, the ice cream machine is on! Milk certainly, well, lends itself to ice cream. That, of course, is a mixture of heavy cream, sugar, and some of the tangerine that we saw her sous chef breaking down moments ago. Looks like some marsala out now back on the pantry board by Martha. And that marsala now going down into what I was kind of referring to as it's a short crust of some type, perhaps even a biscuit crust. You can see there a shot over on the Iron Chef side. It looks like some pancetta. Actually, I can't tell from this angle. The slicers.
Country ham.
It's country ham. Okay, so we've got Robert cutting down some country ham with that slicer. Sous Chef Ben over on the Challenger side. So he's got a mixture of whole milk and vinegar over on his side. Could he be making a cheese?
I'm making ricotta.
Over on the Iron Chef side, Iron Chef Katkora just took out some almonds that she's been roasting in the convection oven, and those are going into that pot of milk. Not sure what she's doing there.
Making an almond milk.
Okay, so she's flavoring that whole milk. Now looking down at sous chef Robert on the Iron Chef's team, he has poured something extremely black into that saucepan. Can't tell what it is.
Japanese black sesame powder and squidding.
Black sesame powder and squidding. Okay, black on black. That's the kabocha squash they cut up. Is there a soup in the works? The Challenger. We've got veal tenderloin, I believe, out on her board. She's making some medallions out of that. And now eggs being separated back on Daniel's end of the room. Over on the Iron Chef side, I'm trying to figure out what Martha's up to.
Making butter and making ricotta.
Oh, so they'll have the ricotta too, but there's the butter. Basically, she blended or churned some whole milk until the fat's separated from the liquid that you can see drained through that cloth, and she is left with, voila, butter. You know, the butter process is believed to have been discovered by nomads, and like a lot of other culinary discoveries, by accident. Some lobsters headed into that stock pot, and the Iron Chef is brushing some maple syrup on her pork tenderloins. Over on the Challenger's side, they put the veal into a pot with milk and salt. So they're going to do a traditional milk poaching on that veal front.
15 minutes have elapsed.
Some amaretti cookie being broken up over on Iron Chef Katkora's board.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
I'm awesome, dude.
Well, things are moving utterly fast around here.
Let's rock and roll.
Well, milk is already being used by the Iron Chef in a fresh butter and fresh cheese. She's cooking her squash in it and making some almond milk so far. As for the Challenger, she's also making cheese. Is using the milk to poach her veal, and some milk went into the ice cream machine, which, frankly, is where it belongs. The heat is on here in Kitchen Stadium. The battle continues when Iron Chef America returns. Food fans, welcome back to Kitchen Stadium. This is Iron Chef America. Today's ingredient, milk. The Challenger, Chef Dumont, facing off against Iron Chef Katkora.
You talking about me? You talking about me?
Just to catch us all up, the challenger is poaching her veal in some milk with some more seasoned veal pieces set aside. She's got a milk and vinegar mixture working for her fresh ricotta. Milk, saffron went in with the fennel, a soup perhaps, and some celery root just headed through the grinder. The Iron Chef has an almond milk cooking, some fig